It was raining the night I found the silent table. Tucked between a boarded-up antique shop and a shuttered bookstore, the restaurant seemed to appear out of nowhere. Its dimly lit sign flickered above a crimson door. I had never seen it before, despite walking this route every day. Hungry and curious, I pushed the door open. The interior was odd, silent despite being filled with patrons. They sat at small round tables, eating without speaking. The air was thick with the smell of roasted meat and spices, but no clinking of silverware, no hum of conversation. Just quiet. "Welcome," a soft voice greeted me. I turned to see a woman in a long black dress standing behind a podium. Her skin was pale, her lips red as blood. "Do you have a reservation?" "No," I admitted. She studied me for a moment, then smiled. "You're in luck. We have one table left." She led me to a small table in the far corner. The menu was already there, a single sheet of paper with elegant handwriting. The items were strange. The Forgotten Feast, Night's Delight, Final Course. No descriptions, no prices. The waitress returned, her footsteps eerily silent on the hardwood floor. "What will you have?" What's Night's Delight?" I asked, suddenly uneasy. "A house specialty," she replied, her smile unwavering. I ordered it, mostly out of fear of offending her. As I waited, I noticed the other diners. They ate with unnatural precision, their faces expressionless. No one looked at each other. No one acknowledged my presence. The waitress returned with my meal, a beautiful plate of something that looked like duck, garnished with glistening herbs and a dark sauce. The aroma was intoxicating, and, despite my unease, I took a bite. The flavor was unlike anything I'd ever experienced. It was perfect. Warm, rich, comforting, like it was made specifically for me. I devoured it, savoring each bite. When the plate was empty, I felt a strange pull, like I wanted more, needed more. I glanced around, wondering if I could order dessert, but the waitress was nowhere to be found. That's when I noticed the mirror. It hung on the far wall, large and ornate, reflecting the room. But something was wrong. In the mirror, the diners weren't eating. They were staring at me. Their heads turned unnaturally toward my reflection, their eyes wide and unblinking. I whipped round, but in the room, no one had moved. They continued eating, oblivious. I turned back to the mirror. Now, every single patron was standing, their bodies angled toward me. My reflection sat frozen in place, staring back with a look of pure terror. The waitress appeared behind me, her face inches from mine in the glass. "Satisfied?" she whispered. I bolted for the door, heart pounding. As I pushed it open, I looked back one last time. The restaurant was empty, no tables, no diners, just darkness. The next morning, I walked the same route. The alley was empty, the silent table was gone, but I couldn't shake the lingering taste of the meal, or the feeling that I was being watched.